It's no secret that Samsung's been playing tug-of-war with its own chips for years. Every time we think Exynos is ready to make a grand comeback, something happens. And this time, it might be déjà vu all over again. So here's what's going down. Just when everyone thought Samsung was finally bringing back its in-house Exynos 2600 to power the next Galaxy S26 lineup, including the mighty Ultra, new leaks say, probably not. According to fresh reports, Qualcomm's next flagship chip, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, is set to power roughly 75% of all S26 phones. And get this? The S26 Ultra might only come with Snapdragon no matter where you buy it. Even in South Korea, that's like Apple saying, yeah, we'll use Intel chips again, but only for the MacBook Air. Now, before you grab your pitchforks, this info comes from a relatively new source, and so don't etch it in stone just yet. But it lines up with everything else we've been hearing. Exynos might be coming back, just not in full force, which is a shame because the hype around the Exynos 2600 was real. Early benchmarks looked surprisingly strong, even catching up to Snapdragon in raw performance. And if Samsung really nailed its power efficiency and thermal design, we could have seen one of the closest chip battles in years. Meanwhile, Snapdragon's next-gen chip isn't exactly chill. Literally. Reports suggest it runs pretty hot under pressure, potentially losing up to 40% of its power when thermal throttling kicks in. That's a massive deal for anyone who games or edits videos on their phone. But the question is, if Exynos 2600 is that good, why not use it everywhere? Well, there's a practical reason too. Samsung might just not have the production capacity. We're talking tens of millions of phones. If their 2-nanometer process isn't fully ramped yet, they simply can't make enough chips to power all those devices. Either way, we won't have to wait too long to find out. The first Unpacked event of 2026 is rumored for February 25th, where Samsung's likely to reveal the full Galaxy S26 lineup. And speaking of that lineup, let's talk cameras because things are getting interesting. Most of the buzz has, of course, been around the S26 Ultra, with rumors of some huge camera upgrades. But new leaks are giving us a peek at what's happening with the regular S26 and S26 Plus. Earlier whispers hinted at a big ultra-wide upgrade, maybe even a 50-megapixel sensor. But according to the latest info, that's not happening. Samsung's apparently sticking with the same 12-megapixel Sony IMX564 ultra-wide we've seen before. Kind of disappointing, but there's still a twist. The main camera sensor is changing. Samsung's switching to a newer in-house 50-megapixel ISOCELL sensor, codenamed S5KGNG. It's not physically larger, so image quality improvements might come down to how Samsung handles image processing and aperture tweaks. The telephoto camera's also getting a small but notable bump, from 10 megapixels to 12 megapixels. More pixels means slightly sharper zoom shots, though again, it'll really depend on the processing magic behind the scenes. Battery-wise, both the S26 and S26 Plus keep the same capacities, 4,300 and 4,900 mAh mixoid. But here's the catch. The phones themselves are expected to be thinner, so same battery, sleeker design. That's a small engineering win if it pans out. And for creators, there's something new to smile about. Samsung's reportedly bringing its advanced professional video codec to the non-Ultra models, letting you record 4K 60 FPS on both the front and rear cameras. Basically, you'll be able to shoot cinematic quality clips and tweak color and tone more precisely during editing. So, yeah, while the Ultra might steal most of the spotlight, the regular S26 and S26 Plus are shaping up to be quietly solid upgrades too. But I want to know what you think. Should Samsung double down on Exynos next year or just go all in on Snapdragon and call it a day? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned, because things are just starting to heat up in the world of flagship phones.